And now, words of wisdom with Adam Carriker.
What's the biggest difference between Phillip Daniels and Adam Carriker? About half a century, and I have much bigger arms.
Well played. And welcome inside Fourth and Pain, the only pro wrestling show to be hosted by an NFL player and a weight loss champion. He's Redskins defensive end Adam Carriker.
Holla.
I'm former wrestling announcer turned weight loss champion Chuck Carroll. This here is Fourth and Pain. Be sure to join us each and every Sunday morning. 1067 The Fan, bright and early, 8 o'clock, the fastest hour in football and or pro wrestling. And then be sure to follow us on Twitter at Fourth and Pain. And Adam, let's just dive right in. Very special guest on the hotline, somebody that I'm not sure that you're too thrilled to be speaking with today, but nonetheless, I think that this is going to be a fun segment. Phillip Daniels, how are you, sir?
I'm good, man. Thank you guys for having me on.
Well, thank you so very much for coming.
I'm so glad that you could join us.
And just let me just ask this question right off the top. Nebraska versus Georgia. Phil, remind me who won that game?
I think Georgia won that pretty easy.
Is that, yeah.
Oh, Georgia won, but it was not easy. We played you guys hard. That was a good, exciting game to watch.
Man, we want to let you guys stay in the game, man. We don't want to embarrass you guys too bad. I called down and I told my guys to back off a little bit.
Is that what happened? You used your dial-up phone? Is that what you did?
That's
Wow.
exactly what happened, man. Exactly what happened. You know, they don't have a D-line coach down there right now, so he asked my opinion. I said, let the D-line, let them get a few runs here or there.
Well, we certainly got a few runs, and we certainly made them look like they don't have a D-line coach. It just looked like we didn't have a secondary, so it all evened out at the end.
Actually, Adam, we both didn't have any defense. That's what it seemed like to me.
Hey.
That game could have went either way, really, but I'm glad we pulled it out. I'm glad that you're going to be wearing that nice jersey I'm going to have for you pretty soon. But it's going to be a Notre Dame jersey because my man already got you wearing the Georgia jersey, so we're good.
Yeah, Goldberg's going to give me that jersey, and I'll wear that on Thursday this week when we interview Goldberg. And you're going to give me a Notre Dame jersey, which I will be wearing the next segment. You were not able to get it to me for this segment, but I will wear it for the next segment when we discuss the Redskins.
That'll be great.
Oh, I
That'll
can't
be great.
wait. As a Notre Dame fan, I'm going to relish this, my friend.
Hey, man, it's not that bad. And honestly, as a fan, that was probably the most fun bowl game to watch. As a defensive player, it was an abysmal atrocity to watch. And it was even worse because we lost. But in the end, I'm really proud of the way my guys fought. I mean, Georgia, they have better athletes. They have more speed on this particular year, and they were the better team on that day.
Well, let's turn our attention to the program here. Phillip Daniels joining us on Fourth and Pain. The winner of his bet with Adam Carriker from the Capital One Bowl, of course, Georgia defeating Nebraska there 45-31. You, my friend, have to wear that wonderful Notre Dame jersey next segment.
And I'll wear it next segment. I will be tweeting out. I believe I had to tweet out a picture as well. I'll just say something to the effect of "Go Irish," wishing them good luck in their game tonight. And I will be pulling for you guys to beat that Bama team.
Yeah, that Bama team.
That sounds great right there. Sounds great. Hey, Chuck.
Yes,
Chuck,
sir.
What was that score again?
45-31 in favor of the Georgia Bulldogs.
You're just loving
good.
this.
I just love hearing it.
You're loving this, aren't you?
Man, it's not often that I win without playing, but this is definitely a victory.
I will say this. At least Nebraska knows the appropriate time to spike the football.
Wow.
Well, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
A little
All
bit.
I know is the guys that line up on the field, they made great decisions. And that day, like this past, what was the game on the first?
Yeah, it was
yesterday,
the first.
right? So yesterday, all I know, my guys made great decisions. Sometimes, people around them might not make good decisions, but they made great decisions in the game. And I know that all I saw was Georgia running up and down the field, wide open, middle of the field, no secondary. You guys got the number one secondary, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all had like the number one secondary in the country or something like that, one of the tops in the country.
Yeah, it was number one in the country. We'll disregard the infamous basketball pick play where the guy just basically blocked the DB. But yes, you guys won, and you're a very good team, and you deserve to be in the top 5.
All right, guys.
Congratulations.
Hold on. I'm gonna forgive you guys for letting the clock run out and scoring a touchdown, your first touchdown. So we even there.
Fair enough. All right.
That sounds good.
Let's turn our attention now to the pro game. Phillip, of course, you're working in the front office now. The Redskins, just this remarkable turnaround this season. After the bye week 9, that loss to the Carolina Panthers, everybody's calling for doom and gloom. Lo and behold, 7-game winning streak into the postseason. I mean, Phil, just from your eyes, your vantage point, what was it that changed after the bye week that enabled Washington to go on such an incredible run?
At the bye week, we actually, it was funny because we had these guys come in, these fighter pilots come in, and they talked about team and working together and staying the course. Even when you win, look at the things that you did negative and try to fix those things. And I think the guys asked a lot of questions during that meeting. And from that point on, I just saw guys playing for each other. I saw guys coming together, going out in the field, just supporting each other. And that was the biggest difference in the 7-game win streak. So I think the guys just realized that we're a better team than this. We're a better team than what we're showing. We're gonna go out here and prove it, and that's what they did.
Now, talking about you guys specifically, what have you seen as a whole from this season from Robert Griffin III, and what have you seen as a whole from this season from Alfred Morris?
Well, from both of those guys, I mean, those rookies, man, they actually make the offense go, man. Both those guys have had amazing seasons so far. I think Robert, even though you can tell he's not healthy as he want to be right now, but at the same time he goes out there and he puts his body on the line to go out and try to make plays and make things happen for his team. Alfred, he's done it all year. He's running hard. The first guy never brings him down. Those two guys together, man, they're an awesome force. If you concentrate on Alfred too much, then Robert's going to kill you with the pass. And if you concentrate on Robert too much, then he can run too. Concentrate on him too much, and Alfred's going to kill you. That's what happened the last game. It was 200 yards. I was proud of Alfred, man, and he got the single-season rushing record for the Redskins. I was proud of him. I went up to him and told him congratulations. And those two guys working together take us a long way.
Now, you played defensive line in the NFL for 15 years, and you and I have had many discussions. You want to become a coach, whether it's a strength coach or whether it's a football coach, really doesn't matter to you. But let's say you were the D-line coach for the Redskins this year. What's your evaluation of how they played and how they progressed throughout the season?
Actually, they played pretty good. They played well. I think the guys are playing in tandem. They're playing pretty good together. I just think, pass rush, I think, those guys, of course, we got injured guys. You got you missing, you got a right pole missing, and, trying to suffer a little bit there. But those guys work together to get it done, with the help of the linebackers there, and the blitz package that Coach Hazlitt has put in. I think those guys are doing a pretty good job, But I know it would be a lot stronger if we didn't have the injuries, but at the same time, I think those guys are doing what it takes to win, and they're staying together and they're playing hard.
Well, let's look at this in layman terms. We're speaking with Phillip Daniels here on Fourth and Pain. And Phillip, you know what? Also, I want to go back to that bye week and the big changes that the team just kind of overtook. A lot of people at this point, had the team stayed on that dismal path that they were on, we're saying that Mike Shanahan may not have lasted that full 5 seasons. And now, is it fair to say that the pressure valve has kind of been released a little bit on Shanahan?
Well, I don't know. I don't really think he was going nowhere no matter what. So, I think he did a good job, as far as keeping the guys together. But when you look at the injuries, that's hard on any coach, Robert came in, the offense was clicking, they were doing a good job. But you think about the injuries we have on defense, got Adam, a right pole, you got Merriweather. You think about the suspensions that we had. I just think it was tough on any coach to try to get things done. I think, I really do think he was going to be around no matter what. I don't think it was a reflection on him, what we were going through. I think the guys, they just came together and realized that they got to play, the coach is coach. You got to step on the field and they got to play. And if you don't go out there and play and you don't have your mind right every week, you're going to get beat. When we lost to Carolina, that was right before the bye week. And I know a lot of times guys tend to already be on the plane before, that game, because they're thinking about the off week and enjoying themselves. And that's probably what happened there. But that was a game we let slip by. And then, of course, we went to Pittsburgh and we dropped a lot of passes. So, I think focus comes into play a lot of times. I think the guys focused in and they got it done. We're sitting in a great spot, to kind of, do some great things, maybe even get to the big dance.
Well, Phil, in our last couple of minutes here, I want to take time. I want to flash forward to a team near and dear to both your and my hearts, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, in the title game this evening against Alabama. My first question to you is, how is your son DaVaris, and will he be playing this evening?
He's doing great, man. He's ready. He's anxious. Actually, he was home for a little bit here. Actually, I'm in Chicago, and I got a chance to see him a little bit. But he's ready, man. He's anxious. I think this game is going to be better than a lot of people think. You know, I still get a lot of Alabama fans coming on my Facebook or Twitter talking about what Alabama is going to do. I guess if you look at everything, and I think people ignore the fact that the Irish, they have a good team. They got a good D-line. They got a good O-line. The receivers, they go out and catch balls. They make plays. So I think they're going to do really, really well in this game. You know, I don't think the Alabama fans should be sitting there thinking that it's going to be an easy win. I think it's going to be a hard-fought game. It's going to be probably pretty close. That's what I'm thinking. And my thing is, if we don't turn the ball over, it gives us a better chance. And I think that goes. I mean, I say that for Notre Dame. I say that for Alabama also. The team that has fewer turnovers is probably going to come out and win this game.
Now, what's your prediction for this game? Give us a score and a winner.
I like it.
My prediction, it's been my prediction for a while. I said 24-21 Irish.
24. Okay.
What about you, Chuck?
Rolling the undefeated.
Don't forget, Chuck, this is a homer pick. He's a Notre Dame guy. True. So make your
100% true. Well, I'm gonna say that the game's gonna be a little more high scoring than that. I'm thinking maybe a 31-28 score, still in favor of the Irish. A close game, a good game nonetheless. And I actually expect Manti Te'o to come out, have himself a pretty good game, prove to people that he should have won the Heisman Trophy.
I actually think it's going to be lower scoring because these are statistically the two best defenses in the country. Notre Dame's only given up 9 touchdowns the whole year. That's 3 every 4 games. That's not even 1 a game. So you're saying they're going to give up like 3 or 4 this game. I think it's going to be closer. I think Alabama's probably the most talented team they're going to face all year, definitely the best O-line in the country. So I think they're going to be a little bit more of a challenge for that defense. But I think it's going to be a close one. And I am not a Bama guy. I'm not an SEC guy. If I thought they would win, I would say it. But I think Notre Dame's the best team. I think Alabama's overrated. I think it's going to be 2017, very close.
I like where both of your heads are at, but we are fresh out of time. Phillip Daniels, thank you so very much for joining us.
Hey, thank you guys for having me, man.
This is Fourth and Pain. We'll be right back, and he'll be in a Notre Dame jersey.
Go Big Red.